How's it going, everyone? I am back with another video. This is going to be my prediction video for the Rams and Niners game tonight. It's the Thursday night game for week 15. Can't believe we are already at week 15. Normally, I just make an article on, well, I say article, but it's just like a write-up I do on a Google Doc of previewing the game, why each team can win in my prediction. But honestly, just a quick video is easier for me. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? I'm just probably just gonna make videos like this for the rest of the Thursday games. So yeah. So this game, I'm gonna go with the Rams. This is definitely can go either way. The Niners are favored by 3. I'm not like too surprised they're favored, but I'm a bit surprised they're favored by that much. If they were I actually thought that the Rams might be slight favorites, but like a point maybe. But I figured if the Niners were favored, it would be by I don't know, maybe like a 2 points, maybe like a point or two, maybe somewhere like that. So sorry, yeah, someone just replied to my Instagram post, but it just threw me off. But yes, so I yeah, a little bit surprised the Niners are favored by 3, but not too surprised they're favored. I almost picked them. This game can definitely go either way. I think the Niners are at home, coming off. Both these teams are coming off really solid performances. The Niners a complete blowout win, dominating performance against the Bears. They got absolutely everything clicking that game. The Rams' offense was clicking with their defense. At points, it was playing okay, but most of the game it got torched. So on 42 points. So obviously, that's not very ideal for a defense to allow 42 points. But the Rams very much need that. Both teams are coming off kind of much needed performances, I guess. Just very solid performances. Niners very much needed a big performance and a win. Rams kind of needed to establish themselves as a legitimate playoff team. So both these teams coming off a win, short week. It always kind of typically favors the home team, especially because the Niners were home against the Bears. Not that the Rams, of course, have to travel that far, but still maybe that plays a factor. So yeah, the Niners plus these two teams. Obviously, they play twice a year. They played earlier in the year. The Rams won the game, but the Niners outplayed them. The Niners really should have had that game. They kind of blew it. They had a bunch of drops in that game, just a bunch of things that they beat themselves with. Not to discredit the Rams, the Niners really should have won that game. The Rams kind of stole that one. So I'm sure the Niners remember that. The Niners are going to have to start stacking some wins together. They're trying to win their division still, so this would greatly help if they were able to win tonight. So yeah, Niners are again probably pissed off at the first time that they lost. And do I really see the Rams sweeping the 49ers, even though the 49ers are kind of like a hospital team right now? It's very hard to picture that, especially because Kyle Shanahan seems to get the better of Sean McVay most times they play. So for Sean McVay to sweep Kyle Shanahan, that's hard for me to see, but I'm predicting it to happen. The reason I'm picking the Rams is just because the Niners are so beat up in this game. They're beat up, even though they did just activate. Who the hell did they just activate? They activated someone earlier. All right, I gotta look this up. This is driving me insane. Um, they activated someone off the IR. Um, oh yes, it was Dre Greenlaw. So they activated Dre Greenlaw, the Niners. That's gonna help them. Obviously, he hasn't played in a while, so I'm sure there's going to be a bit of rust there, probably on a snap count, but pitch count rather. But so that's going to be a big boost to the Niners for the rest of the season as they make their playoff push. But yeah, the Rams, I don't know, just kind of, I don't even want to say gut feeling because I'm like very split on this game. I just trust the Rams a bit more because it seems like they're going to get it. They're getting it going. They're playing their best football. It's the year kind of goes, as it progresses towards the end, it seems like that's when they play their best ball over the past year. Well, the past couple of years, obviously 22 is kind of an exception. They were just beat to hell and it kind of a disaster that year, Super Bowl hangover year. But It's for the most part, it seems like they play their best ball when the stakes get are at the highest and the year is getting close to the finish. They're healthier. Again, even though they're on the road, they really don't have to travel that far. Sean McVay, really good game planner. We saw similar situation. They got a win against the who the hell did they beat? Um, oh my God, who did they beat? They were 1-4 and they beat. All right, yep, this is driving me insane. Hang on. I gotta look this up too. Um, Rams schedule. Who did they beat? Oh yeah, okay, so they got an ugly kind of win against the Raiders, but then they got healthy, they got Nakua and Cup back, and they beat the Vikings, who the Vikings are coming off a loss, but still the Vikings but they haven't lost since that game. So the Vikings are one of the elite teams in the league, and the Rams beat them healthy on a short week. They were at home, and I really don't think obviously at home for the Niners is going to help. The fans, I'm sure they know the stakes of this game. They'll be going crazy, and the Rams don't have the greatest fan base at home at least most of the time. So yeah, maybe the home field won't, you know, distance wise it shouldn't matter too much, but home field it's going to be an special advantage to the Niners tonight, given the Rams don't have the greatest home fans. Well, not discredit their fan base, but it just seems like a lot of home games the Rams have, the opposing team has, like half their fans there too, especially the Niners. Remember a couple of years ago, the NFC Championship, even though it was in LA, it seems like a 49ers home game, and that they played week 18, same case. But yeah, I don't know. I just kind of have a gut feeling that I think the Rams just kind of a complete game and complete performance in this one. I think their offense gets it going as a pretty solid game. I think their defense is a pretty solid game. I just think they have a good game plan. Sean McVay, I mentioned it, it's good game plan, good game planner coming off a short week. Yeah, 49ers defense just beat up. They're getting Greenlaw back. And I'm going to assume he's going to be very limited on a pitch count. So the Niners defense beat up. We've seen it get torched this year. I actually think it's played a bit better than people are crediting it for, but it definitely, has the ability to get torched. 49ers offense, I think the Niners just kind of have an up and down game. I think their offense has a couple drives that looks decent, but for the most part, it kind of struggles. Their defense, the 49ers, I think it's going to kind of have a not so great game. I think it's going to get a couple stops, but for the most part, kind of get have a hard time stopping the Rams. There is a scenario. I don't know. I'm not too confident in the Rams. There is a scenario where I could see the Niners just randomly winning this game comfortably. I just think the Rams are going to get going as the year finishes up here and they play their best ball against a beat up Niners team. But it's hard for me to see the Niners getting swept by the Rams, and this would, pretty much put their playoff hopes on life support if they lose this game, which I'm sure they're well aware of. Any chance that they lose this game, they would have to win out pretty much. So, yeah, I don't know, not too confident in this pick, but I'm going to go with the Rams. It's about a 60-40 split if you're round in my league. So, kind of relatively close to a 50-50 split. Yeah, I'm just a bit surprised the Niners are favored by 3. I just figured they either be favored by a point or two, or the Rams be favored by a point. 3 is, yeah, of course the Niners can cover that. If the Niners win, I think they probably will. I definitely think this will be again, I mentioned that scenario where I think either team could win by, a fairly comfortable margin, like 10 to 17-ish points. But I think both teams, regardless of which one wins, it'll be a close game. If the Niners win, I think it's just going to be because, at home prime time, they really need to pick up a win to keep their playoff hopes alive. Do not want to get swept. Remember the last time these teams play when they kind of gave the game away a bit. So they're going to be pissed off about that. And, I don't know, just Thursday games at home, sometimes the team just looks fresh, a bit rejuvenated, maybe. I don't know. coming off a big win. Maybe they got a morale boost. Their offense, I could see it having a good game. Their defense, I could see it having a good game, I guess. I just think they're going to have a well balanced game if they want to win this one. The Rams, though, I'm just not too confident again, but I'm going to say the Rams take this game. I'll say, oh God, what do I want to say as a score prediction? Let's see the over under in this game real quick. Um, hmm. Um, what do I want to say for a final score prediction here? Okay, is my app gonna load here? Come on. Come on. Here we go. 49. 49, 49ers. What a coincidence. Hmm. Okay, I'll say Rams win. I feel like it's going to be under that. I feel like this is like a 24-20 type of game. You could see like 23-20. Oh boy, this is a hard one to predict. Could see like 27-23, 24, something like that. Hard to predict, but I'll say the Rams win. I'll say 24-20 Rams in this game. Oh, God, I kind of want to up it though. Kind of want to up it a bit though. I'll say 27-24 Rams. Then the over would hit. Uh, I'll say yeah, I'll say 24-20. Mix of defense for both teams, solid offense for both teams. Close game. Think the Rams end up winning narrowly. Not too confident in it though. Could definitely see the Niners winning, but I'll say Rams 24-20. So yeah, my next video will be my week 15 picks, where I just go through all the games and predict my winner, break down my thought process as to how all the games are going to go. But I will end the video here. Hopefully it's a good game tonight. You guys bet on the game tonight. Hopefully all your bets hit, your picks hit. And fantasy playoffs, if anyone in the playoffs tonight, best of luck. Hopefully they have a good game, unless they're going up against my team, no offense. But anyway, I will end the video here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Take it easy.